topping up the oil, and I checked the dipstick, and it's like, oh yeah, it's a bit low. Then I put the oil in, and then I checked the dipstick again. I'm like, oh, it's still like it hasn't moved. And then I realized that I put it into the coolant instead of the engine.
Oh yeah. Nice.
So I put like half a liter of engine oil into, where the antifreeze goes, basically.
Yeah, nice.
And so now I'm like, well, fuck, how do I get it out of there? And
how did you work out it you put it into the coolant section?
Because like the dipstick, the level just didn't change when I emptied like half a liter into it. So I'm like, that's weird. I just topped it up. Like you'd think it would have at least moved the needle a little bit, and then I'm just like, fuck, I put it in the wrong spot. So I was trying to work out.
How did you get it out? Did you turn your car upside down?
I should have done that.
Yeah.
No, I had to find a hose, and the only one that I could get was.
Crofty's about to hop on. Julian, Crofty's about to hop on. Just do quads.
Alright.
Crofty's coming on now. Yeah, sorry, Ben. Go on.
The only hose that I could find, I went by 3 convenience stores. The only one was like a full 15-meter garden hose. So I'm like, well, I guess
you weren't really going to suck it out, were
you? Yeah, I tried. Because I'm like, well, I don't want to leave it there overnight. I feel like the longer you wait, the more it's going to kind of settle, And yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. It was pretty bad.
How hard did you have to suck to get it
out? Not. It's like less about the pressure and more about like how many sucks. Like I did a lot of little sucks.
This is so fucking gay. How many Twitch followers do you have right now? Like 40,000.
Yeah, they're just skyrocketing right now.
I never thought it would be targeting the gay audience. But maybe I did. I don't know.
I feel like that's our bread and butter.
They've got big spending power. We should only be targeting the gay audience. And the gay video game audience is very underutilized, very underserved segment of gamers.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, so it was
so how much did you get out?
Well, not very far, because the hose is like a full-size garden hose. Like it's pretty thick. I think like the entrance to the reservoir is a bit thinner than that, so I wasn't able to get it down as far as I kind of hoped.
Where were you gonna put this oil when you got did you have like a
bucket?
Tin? Out of bucket. So did you get it in your mouth?
Yeah, my mouth is like.
Are you serious?
Well, yeah, because like it starts coming out, and then it's just like, well, you kind of are able to put a bit of it into the bucket, but like it's not like I got it all done in one go. So I'm like, oh fuck! Now I have to put my mouth over this already oily hose now.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, and so like I'm trying not to swallow it because my whole it's got antifreeze in there, like that's essentially poison. And I'm like, well, that seems like a bad thing to be doing this with.
It wouldn't be top 10 best things to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
I think this might be a.
I'm like kind of just like siphoning it in the car park and like gagging, and like my mouth still tastes like oil.
But once
not a fun thing.
with physics, right?
Yeah.
Once you start the flow, doesn't it just continue to run down?
Yeah, it does.
You put the hose lower than the.
Yeah, but I put the like the first few attempts, like it sucked out the little bit at the top that was like floating on the top, but the hose wasn't far enough down, so once it's sucking dry, then it stops.
Yeah.
And so I was able to kind of jam it down a little deeper, but then you have to start the suction going again.
Fucking hell, that's just absolutely horrible.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's time to defer to the experts now.
Yeah, well, I'll give them a call tomorrow, but I don't want to drive it if it's going to fuck up my engine. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I can have someone come to the car park and check it out or something.
Look, what I think you should do is look on Pornhub Australia, find someone with like a really good sucking action. And just text him. Just be like, dude, I'm not fucking interested, but can you come suck my hose, get the oil out? And he might be like, yeah, man, I feel ya. You got to have like some technique to it.
And then it's like, oh, I didn't realize it was actual oil.
Just go on Pornhub and just go in the comment section. You can ask him anything.
Yeah, you feel like it's like the Whirlpool forums where you can just get advice for a dry cleaner, but also for just like life advice.
Yeah, you want like a good spaghetti recipe? It's on there. Like you having trouble with like fucking Minecraft? It's on there.
Fucking hell. That's no, it's like I fuck up a lot of shit, right? So I know what you're talking about. I'd be in the same situation, don't I? And then I spend the rest of my day like I just think how I'm like a failure and all that shit.
That's the phase I'm in right now.
Yeah, don't worry about it, dude. Don't worry about it, dude. I once fucking, I remember when I was living, when I was living back with my mum. Shut up, Charlie. I can't tell you when you're pissy as well. When I was living with my mum, I was like,
I thought it was my favorite story.
I don't know. Do you know it? You don't even know it.
No, I said it's already my favorite story. I haven't even heard it.
No, like when I was living with my mum, I was like having this day where I was like really depressed and shit like that, right? And I'm like, I'm having popcorn. So I chucked the microwave popcorn in the microwave.
Yeah.
I chucked it on for 10 minutes. I went and had a shower and came back. And I burnt the popcorn and I'm like, I can't even make popcorn.
I'm surprised the bag wasn't in flames.
Oh no, it burnt. It was fucked. It was all burnt.
Yeah. So when you put it on for 10 minutes, were you like, oh, just come back in 90 seconds, or did you actually just think for some reason 10 minutes was the amount required?
I thought I put it on for 1 minute, but I actually did 10.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and that's why I'm just like, I'm so bad I can't even make popcorn. So that was like a really really shit. Yeah, but no, don't worry about it, dude. Yeah, it's an easy mistake.
Yeah, it reminds me of that meme. Have you ever seen the one with like the little kid who's trying to make like instant ramen, and he forgets to put the water in? And he's like standing in front of the microwave, and it's just like a ramen thing essentially on fire, and he's just got this blank expression on his face. I feel like that would have been you in that moment.
Oh yeah, no, because I was already in a life slump. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh god,
it's just one of those things that, like, you start off, I'm like, oh, I'm so good doing this, because normally it's the kind of thing that you just put off forever, and you're like, all right, I'm finally gonna just get this done. And you're like, it's going to take me like a good half an hour, but by the end I'll feel pretty good about myself. And then 20 minutes into it, I'm like, fuck, I just wasted my whole afternoon now. I've got to probably dedicate like another 2 hours to this and a few $100s to go to my mechanic or whatever.
Oh, mate, I've done so many things like that. I'm just like, that's why I'm like, oh, you should do it yourself. No, I'm fucking paying someone to do it. I'm not fucking doing anything. Like my car's like basically due for a service anyway, but I don't want to be the guy that when he rocks up to the mechanic, he's like, oh, you haven't changed the oil in like 2 years. And so I was like, I'll get ahead of it for once, and I should not have done that. Exactly. It's like fucking 1 step forward, 5 steps back. It's fucking crazy. Let's just do trios. Let's just do trios. Maybe like...
Where is this guy?
Oh no, let's just do trios. Fucking... Let's go. Let's go.
We would have finished the game already.
Oh no, we would have won by now. Seriously.
But on the topic of doing things yourself, what's going on with this possum?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I fucking like I ended up chucking the fucking full can of Mortine.
Again?
Yeah. No, just one can last week, and I had like a fucking sore throat for like 2 days. So I think I gassed myself out of it.
Did you come to on the floor? It's like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah. And now the possum sleeps in the bed with Leah, and I'm in the roof.
Yeah, he's the man of the house now.
He's the man of the house. He
locked you up there.
I'm his cuckold. Yeah.
Cucked by a possum.
Yeah, I'm cucked by a possum. No, it's still up there. I've just learned to live with it, to be honest.
Was he rattling around last night?
He rattles around every night, but it was just that one night that he was just like, he must have been on the fucking like pills or something because he was running around doing laps. I'm like, shut the fuck up. But now you just hear him during the night. He'll just be like a thump every so often, or like a bit of scurrying, and then he'll be quiet. But like we sleep with the rain on every night anyway, so.
Like, you've got like a noise, like a white noise generator thing.
Yeah. I just jacked that up so it's like a fucking torrential rain every night.
It drowns out the scurry.
It drowns out fucking everything.
What's this noise generator you've got?
It's just on iTunes. It's just a song.
So you just put it through the speakers, or?
No, yeah, Lee is fine. Yeah. We've listened to
Okay.
it every night for like 2 years. Because
I have to have the fan
like
going.
sleeping.
Yeah, I have a fan every
I don't
night.
like songs. I don't like songs.
Yeah, then you can hear the screams in your head.
It brings back too many memories.
Yeah, no, I have to have the fan on. Like, I have a real hard time sleeping without like A, white noise, and B, like air current, like just some air movement.
Really?
Like, do you have it pointed on you, or you just?
Oh yeah, right
Yeah.
on me. No matter what
I
the
just-
temperature, it could be fucking 2 degrees. I'm like, gotta have that fan go.
Dude, that's what I was like at Greensboro. Because remember how we were in Greensboro and then our next door neighbours were those like fucking. They used to have parties every night.
Yeah.
We had a fan on every single night. Oh, and before that, there was the dog behind us who was just like barking and shit. So we slept with a fan on every night. It's the fucking middle of winter. It's 2 degrees outside with a fan on.
So you said like you started doing this rain sounds like 2 years ago. Was there something 2 years ago that happened that triggered it? Like, were you just both having trouble sleeping and you're like, oh, let's just try this?
No, it was probably, to be honest, it's probably Jamie, because with Jamie we did it as like a, it's like a, just like help, maybe like to help him sleep as well. When he was in our room. And we just like, well, because we didn't want to put a fan on him. It's like a newborn with a fan on him. And so we just did this rain instead. Oh, dude, I'm serious. It could be up to like fucking 900 times now.
So does it play all night, or you just have it going?
It plays all night. Plays
Wow.
all night long. Yeah, it plays all night long. Alright, there's a
Yeah,
guy.
no, it's
There's a
good.
guy coming in.